Hi, good day. So in this video, I will be teaching you how to find the coordinates of your vertices, of your foci, the endpoints of your minor and major axis, and as well as the endpoints of your latus rectum. So if you want to know more, to learn more about this topic, then just keep on watching. So we will start this video with this example. So we have x squared over 36 plus x squared, y squared over 36 plus x squared over 20 is equal to 1. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to identify kung anong form ba siya. Yung given natin, anong form ba siya. Kung saan siya nakasulat na form. So we have this x squared over 36 plus x squared over 20 is equal to 1 is written in a form y squared over a squared plus x squared over b squared. Why? Diba? Kung matatandaan ninyo, our a squared is always larger than your b squared. Ibig sabihin po, laging mas malaki yung a kumpara dun sa ating b. So dahil 36 is larger than 20, meaning your a square is 36, your b square is 20. So that is the first important thing that you have to know. You have to identify kung saan ba nakasulat na form yung ating given. So then after that, you have to identify what is your a, your b, and your c. So how to find your a is just a squared, and your a squared is 36. Your b squared is 20. And to get your c, you're just going to subtract, get the difference ng square root ng a squared minus b squared. So to get a, you're just going to get the square root of 36. So meaning your a is 6. Your b, to get your b, you're going to get the square root of 20. So b is square root of 20. So c will be a squared minus b squared. So 36 minus b squared, which is 20. So this will be square root ng 36 minus 20 is 16. So c, square root ng 16 is 4. So meaning your c is 4. So it is very important that you know the value of your a, your b, and of course your c. Because we are going to use all of these values para makuha po natin ang ating pong coordinates ng ating pong foci, ng ating vertices, as well as yung ating endpoints ng ating minor at major axis together with, and also with the endpoints ng ating latus rectum. So now, if you have the value of a already, you have to identify kung alin po ba ang isi-zero natin. So remember, this equation is, the center is at 0, 0. Ano po? So the center of our ellipse here is at 0, 0. So center natin is 0, 0. So now, kailangan ninyong malaman kung alin po ba ang ating isi-zero. Ngayon, so paano po ba natin malalaman kung which of these two coordinates ng 0, 0 ang ating pong i-remain as 0? Now, so titingnan nyo lang po para makuha po natin yung ating vertices, para makuha po natin siya. You are just going to think or to look to the given. Kung alin po ang may mas malaking given na value ng a, kung nasaan si a, automatic hindi siya yung magsi-zero. So dahil ang y natin ang may malaking denominator na a, so automatic siya yung magiging a. Okay? So meaning your x will be 0. So this will be 0 plus or minus a. So aalamin po ninyo kung alin po ang isi-zero natin. So halimbawa, ang mas malaking value ng may a na denominator is yung x, ibig sabihin ang isi-zero natin ay yung ating y coordinate. Okay? So now, para makuha natin si vertices natin, so you have here 0 plus or minus, what is the value of your a? So your a is 6. So this will be plus or minus 6. 6. Now, so this 0 plus or minus 6 means 0 plus positive 6 and 0 negative 6. So the coordinates of the vertices are actually 0, 6 and 0, negative 6. As simple as that. Next, how about your foci? Para makuha naman po natin yung foci natin, remember po na kapag ang siniro natin, ang 0 natin is yung x, sa foci, 0 din natin is yung ating x or yung ating abscissa. And then, para naman makuha natin yung foci natin, the coordinates of our foci, that is plus or minus c. So that is it is very important that you know the value of your c. Kasi yun po ang gagamitin natin para makuha ninyo yung coordinate ng inyong foci. So 0 plus or minus c, this will be 0. Your c plus or minus 4. Okay? So your foci is 0 plus or minus 4. Or this will be 0, positive 4 and 0, negative 4. So the coordinates of your foci is 0, 4 and 0, negative 4. As simple as that. Now, tatandaan po natin para makuha naman po natin ang endpoints ng ating major axis. Para makuha natin yung endpoints ng ating major axis, that is actually the same. Or pag hinahanap natin yung ating the endpoint ng ating major axis, kung ano po yung vertices ninyo, that is also your major kung ano yung vertices ninyo, yun din po ang inyong major axis. So kung ang inyong vertices here is 0 plus or minus 6, automatically your major axis is also 0 plus or minus 6. 0, 6, and 0, negative 6. So, the endpoints of your major axis is 0, 6, and 0, negative 6. Lagi po siyang katulad ng inyong vertices. And that is how you are going to get the endpoints of your major axis. Now, paano naman po ang ating minor axis? So, ang gagawin lang natin para makuha natin yung ating minor axis is we are going to use this one. So, plus or minus b, 0. So, plus or minus b. So, since we know that our b is square root of 25, of 20 pala, so you're just going to substitute. And we can actually simplify this. So, this will be plus or minus 2 square root of 5, 0. Okay, so this is our minor axis. So para makuha naman natin yung endpoints ng ating latus rectum, you are just going to use the formula latus rectum. Ang formula po natin dito is plus or minus b square over a and negative c, while the other one is plus or minus b square over a positive c. Okay? So you're just going to substitute. Substitute nyo lang yun sa given. So tandaan po, kagaya din po ng sinabi ko kanina, kapag po ang may mas malaking a is yung y, ang paglalagyan po natin ng position ng ating plus or minus b square over a ay yung ating x. Ito. Kapag naman mas malaki yung ating x, ang paglalagyan naman natin ay yung nandito sa y. Okay? So this will be plus or minus b square. So ang plus minus b square natin is ang b square natin is gawin natin, so plus or minus b square is, ano nga ang b natin? Our b is square root of 20. Square root of 20 over our a Our A is 6, tama ba? 6. Yan. And then our C, which is negative, so that's negative 4. While the other one is plus or minus square root of 20 over 6, positive 4. So this will be, okay, so this will be plus or minus 10 over 3, negative 4. And then, while the other one is 10 plus or minus 10 over 3, positive 4. So, meaning, the endpoints of our latus rectum is plus or minus 10 over 3 and negative 4, and plus or minus 10 over 3 and 4. And that is how you are going to identify the endpoints of your latus rectum. Okay? How about naman if our given is not written in standard form, but you have to convert first or transform first the given into standard form. So, meaning, if you are given general form, and then you were asked to find the same one, the vertices or the coordinates of your vertices, the coordinates of your foci, the endpoints of major and minor, and also the latus rectum. So this is how you are going to do that. So like for example, you have here the given 9x squared plus 16y squared minus 144 is equal to 0, which is written in general form. So you are going to convert this first in standard form para po malaman ninyo kung ano-ano po ba yung coordinates, yung endpoints ng ating mga hinahanap. So para makuha natin to, di ba, we are going to use, kailangan nating makancel to, so kailangan mapalipat siya doon. So we are going to use addition here. We are going to add 144 both sides. So plus 144 para makancel to. So this will become 9x squared plus 16y squared is equal to 144. Now, para po mag-equal siya sa 1, di ba? Our equation, standard equation is always equated to 1. So, para mag-equal siya sa 1, we are going to divide all terms by 144. So, dividing all terms by 144, this will be 144 divided by 4 is 1. So, 16y squared divided by 144 is y squared over 9. And 9 squared divided by 144 is x squared over 16. Now, kagaya din ng sinabi ko kanina, you have to identify kung ano bang form niya. So, kung mapapansin nyo dito, ang mas malaki is yung 16. So, ibig sabihin, siya is nandito sa a square na form. So, x square over a square plus y square plus b square is equal to 1. Now that it is already in standard form, we can actually now get the a, the value of your a, the value of your b, and the value of your c. So, your a, I will remove this first. Okay, so your a square is 16, your b square here is 9, and then your c is 16 minus 9. This will be c. So, square root ng 16 is 4, a is 4, your b is 3, and your c will be square root of 7. So, c is square root of 7. Okay? Now, since you have now already the values of your A, your B, and your C, we are now going to get the vertices, the foci. So, we have the vertices, vertices. We have the foci. So, in order to get your vertices, kagaya din ng kanina natin, Diba? So, titingnan natin kung alin ang isi-zero natin. Dahil ang mas malaki dito na may a ay yung x square, automatic hindi siya yung 0, but yung y square ang ating isi-zero. So, meaning, yung y natin or yung ordinate natin ay 0. So, para makuha natin yung ating vertices, that will be plus or minus a. Tama? Para naman makuha natin yung ating foci, that is plus or minus c, 0. Now, so you're just going to substitute the given. So, plus or minus a is for 0. So, meaning, the vertices will be 4, 0, and negative 4, 0. So, the vertices are 4, 0, and negative 4, 0. For your foci, this will be plus or minus c. So, your c is square root of 7, 0, while the other one is negative square root of 7, 0. Okay? And that is how you are going to find the vertices and the foci. Now, we are going to get the major axis, the coordinates, or the endpoints rather of your major axis. Diba? Sabi ko kanina, whatever the vertices is, that is the endpoints of your major axis. So whatever your vertices is, that is actually the endpoints of your major axis. So dahil ang vertices mo is 4, 0, negative 4, 0, 4, 0, and negative 4, 0. That is also your endpoints ng inyong major axis. Okay, so now, ang kukunin naman natin is yung minor axis. So, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, yung kabaliktaran naman niya, kung ang naka-0 dito ay y, ang isi-0 naman ninyo ay yung x, so 0, and then plus or minus b. So, ang plus minus b ninyo, ang b ninyo is 3, so this will be 0 plus or minus 3, or this is 0, 3, and 0, negative 3. Okay? So that is how you are going to get the major and the minor axis. Now, we are going to get the endpoints of your latus rectum. Now, for the latus rectum naman, di ba, kanina, ang may given na mas mataas na denominator is yung y, kaya ang may given natin na may c is yung y. Ngayon, ang mas may malaking denominator dun sa ating example, or dun sa ating given is yung x. So, yung x ang magkakamero ng negative c or ng positive c. So, basta tandaan po, kapag nasaan si A, kung nasaan si A, dun sa given natin, yun yung basehan ninyo kung saan ninyo ilalagay si C and si negative C. Kung dahil si A ay nasa X, so si C ito. So, si C ito. Doon sa kanina, si A ay nandun sa Y, or nandun sa ating Y square, kaya ang ating C ay nandito sa may ordinate, or dun sa ating Y. Ano po? Y coordinate natin. So, your C, you're just simply substitute. So, your C is negative square root of 7, 9 over 4, because B square over A is 9 over 4, and then the other one is C, which is positive naman, plus or minus square root ng 7, so that is square root ng 7, 9 over 4. And that is your latus rectum. The coordinate, or the endpoints rather, of your latus rectum. And that is how you are going to identify the coordinates of your vertices, your foci, the endpoints of your minor and major axis, as well as the coordinate or the endpoint of your latus rectum. So, okay, so I will be adding this na din since I mentioned already the latus rectum. So para naman makuha natin yung length ng ating latus rectum, ito naman ay length ng latus rectum natin. You might be encountering this, baka meron kayong ma-encounter na ganito, na wherein you're going to find the length ng inyong latus rectum. So you're going to use the formula 2b square over a. So dito sa given natin, you're just going to substitute 2. What is your b? Your b here is 3 square, tama ba? Over your a, which is 4. So this will be 3 square is 9 times 2 is 18. 18 over 4. 18 over 4 or 9 over 2. Tama? So 9 over 2. So the length of your latus rectum is 9 over 2. And that is how you are going to get naman the length of your latus rectum. Okay? So that ends this video, and I hope you learned something from this video, and I also hope that you can actually apply this or the learnings or the knowledge that you have learned from this video in the activities and the module that you have. And sana talaga namang maitulungan kayo ng video na to for your own improvement. So that ends this video. Once again, this is Sir Ace, and goodbye and